Welcome to my First Nations poetry video. My name is Emma Landraway and I am an English 9. Over these past few weeks, I have learned a lot about how the First Nations lived, and it shed a new light on things for me because before I was oblivious to what they had gone through. I was specifically shocked to hear what went on at residential schools. In my emotion poem, I will be representing the emotions of a child in residential school. I hope you enjoy. My symbol poem is about an arrow. It is yet an arrow made of wood and bone, but it is more. It is a way of life. To rely on the arrow was common, for what is strength if you don't have a weapon? You cannot fight a buffalo with your bare hands, for that would be foolish. The arrow controls us, the food we bring home to our families, the clothing we use to cover our bodies, and the materials from animals used to make more weapons and give us more power. Power is everything. Without power, I cannot defend my family. Without power, I cannot keep my tribe in order. Without a weapon, I have no power, no way to defend my family in times of war. Power is key. Arrow is power, the power to protect, defend, and survive. In this poem, I wrote from the perspective of a man in a First Nations tribe. Not all men would necessarily have this viewpoint, but I think many would, because after all, what is power without a weapon? We may use our words as a weapon, or maybe even our kindness as a weapon to defend, but in the end, it all comes down to power. Who wants to leave this world without looking back and knowing they use their power to make a difference? Hopefully, a good difference. In the 5th sentence, it reads, "The arrow controls us." This is a hyperbole. In this poem, there is also personification, because I gave the arrow human qualities. My emotion poem is about residential schooling. Angry. I am angry at my parents for taking me here. Angry. I am angry at the people who forced me to stay. Scared. I am scared of what tomorrow brings. Scared. I am scared of the people around me. She's scared. Unloved. I am unloved and alone. Unloved. I am unloved and just want parents who care. Abandoned. I am abandoned by my parents. Abandoned. I'm abandoned in this unknown land. Forgotten. I am forgotten, never to be remembered. Forgotten. I am not important enough. Sad. I am sad because I am a doll, being forced to play their game. Sad. I am sad because I have no family. Trapped. I am trapped in this horrible place with no way to escape. Trapped. I am trapped within myself, no way to get away from the realities of my life. I am a First Nations kid in residential school. In this poem, I explained some of the many feelings a child in residential school would feel. In line 4, I used the metaphor, I am a doll being forced to play their game. Obviously, they are not actually a doll, but I used this metaphor to show how the child may feel like they have no control and have to do whatever the adults say. Throughout this poem, I also used repetition. My haiku poems are based on the grandfather teachings. My first poem is about bravery. To be terrified, but to overcome your fears. That is bravery. My second haiku poem is about truth. Tell the truth today. Waiting slowly tears you up, for lies are deadly. In the poem Truth, I use the hyperbole, waiting slowly tears you up, for lies are deadly. This is clearly an exaggeration because lies are not deadly. And waiting does not literally tear you up. Although at times it may seem that lies do ruin things for people. I chose bravery because I think that it's one of the most powerful things people can have. Without bravery, no one would do anything amazing. The amazing thing is when people overcome what they are afraid of. We live off the land, and the land lives off us. Without the land, we would be dead. And without us, the land would be unsurvivable. We work in unison, us and the land. We work together to form a community, our home, our tribe. We take from the land, and in return we show respect. Respect for the land and the animals we kill, and respect for each other. This is the connection of life, and we have no intent of breaking it. In this poem, I tried to show how the First Nations people rely on their land for everything, and in return they show respect for the earth's sacrifice. In this poem, I used imagery and personification. Personification is pretty much carried out throughout the entire poem. In the line, we live off the land and the land lives off us, I was trying to explain how the land does things that positively affect us, and we do things that positively affect the land. We work together through Mother Nature. Nature. Whether day and night are short or long, Mother Nature is never wrong. The cold breeze flowing through my hair, the smell of flowers in the air. Playful birds singing their cheerful song, I finally feel as though I belong. I wrote this poem to show their love of nature in any form, and most of all, their respect for Mother Nature. This poem uses rhyming couplets. In the second line, Mother Nature is never wrong, there is personification.